New house is done. All finished, and now it is our turn to bat. So I believe we're live, and if we're not, somebody tell me. Just like old times. I like old times. I like my friends that have been around here for a long time. I think it sounds like you are muted, but then the sounds come back when, oh, might be a setting on the camera. Let me double check. Muted. You're darn right. Let me just take a quick run through the cameras and make sure none of them pop up the mute button. These are not the angles for me to sit down, but I just want to make sure we are not muted. So the way Ecamm works is if I mute it now, it stays stuck in the muted mode. So that is operator error. Operator error, okay? And that means that I must have muted it for some particular reason. I've been a really busy boy lately, okay? And I will mute the mic when I don't want anybody to hear. Like if I go pee, okay, I've done that. I've peed with the mic on, all right? So I just learned like I mute it here, I turn the mic off, and now the mute button is not on any of the cameras. So what camera is this? This is my new old camera, okay? This was supposed to be sold 6 days ago. And I've learned a new word, ghosted. So the guy basically ghosted me. I'll just use this as an armrest. It's supposed to be behind my back. And didn't show up. And boom, boom, bam, bam, thank you, ma'am. He decided not to buy it. But in the process, okay, I decided, well, I should make a video before the camera leaves. So last Friday, I actually went live with this camera as the sitting camera instead of the Nikon Z6. I liked it so much, I'm not going to sell it. I think the ad is still there in Facebook, but I'm not going to sell it. Instead, I'm going to sell the Nikon Z6. And there's reasoning for that. I don't know if you guys want to hear all that. I'll be glad to explain it. And so we are starting to get rolling. I did send Simon. I'd like him to introduce what's going on with the Canon R8 because I'm not up on it, but the guy might be eating dinner or something. So if he comes in, then I will put him on and he can introduce the R8 to all of us. So why am I holding this mic? I really don't know. Okay, I really should be on the lav mic. So let's go over to the lav mic. Okay, so the lav mic should be going. Yep, I do see the metering. So the lav mic is on. It's under my shirt, for those of you that are curious. I wear, I'm in the habit since childhood to wear a t-shirt under my shirts. And then there are those that find that blasphemy to do that. Okay, so to each his own. I'm not going to dress you, and you're not going to dress me. All right, so let's use my new armrest, and that's what we've got going. So I ran the wire under this shirt, but over the t-shirt, and I pinned it to my t-shirt. I'm on the R6, okay? Yeah, all I have to do is read my own label. I'm on the R6. Oh, you know what else? I actually do have the R6 Mark II, because that one is going to have to go back. And she is sitting right over there. Now this is as good as I can get the camera to look, and this becomes subjective rather than objective. Some people might say they like this better. Some people might say they like this worse. So I have it set up for two views. One is the regular view and the other one is a close-up view. I think the close-up view can be a little bit closer, if you ask me. A little bit, not by much. Hold on there, Charlie. And then bring that down so the hair is in. Okay, so the camera is very much at eye level. I like it 4 inches above my eyes. So this is what the R6 Mark II looks like. And now I'm going to switch it over to the R6 Mark I, which I actually own this camera. So why am I thinking that the picture is better here than on the R2? Well, there's a couple of reasons, which is not even part of tonight's show, but, well, since I'm talking about it, we will talk about it, okay? The R6 Mark I, which is what you're looking at now, gives me 2 versions of C-Log, C-Log 1 and C-Log 3. This, and the C-Log 1 seems to do better with the face. My face looks cleaner, smoother. Remember, for almost 70-year-old guy, I'm more sensitive to that. So a younger guy might be sensitive to other stuff, and I understand that, and I respect that too. Okay, so I only have a choice of the C-Log 3 on this camera, and the C-Log 3 on this camera is harder to work. I actually have to make it a little bit over bright, in my opinion, okay? So it looks like I got some shine on my forehead, and the reason I make it over bright is if I lower the brightness down, it starts to show the age spots. Then why bother using C-Log at all? Just stay in standard, or I like to use neutral. But over here on the R6 Mark I, which is the one that everybody doesn't like right now, because they want the R6 Mark II. Well, I hate to say it, Charlie, but I'm liking this one better, and that is like a big surprise. So, so Ray says, the sounds like you're muted. Thank you, Ray. I did read that, but I didn't put you up. So anyway, you got me to fix the mute button. And Craig, hi, Peter. No, I can hear you. Can you hear me now? Gregg and I had a wonderful conversation. I think a 2, 10, 12-hour conversation on the phone this week. He taught me a lot of good stuff. I can't do it over here because I'd never installed that on this computer. And I didn't think of it until like 5 minutes to 10. So I was going to show you guys something really cool, but then I'm not allowed to show you anyway. It's AI stuff, but Craig introduced me to that. We had a wonderful conversation. Craig is an incredibly fantastic person, and every time I talk to him, I feel that way about him. Plus, I got him confused with someone else, and it took me like almost, after we finished the phone call, it took me an hour to figure out that I had crossed my lines inside this brain, and I was attributing certain things to Craig and saying something, and he was going like, huh? I don't remember that, or I don't remember this. So Craig, you're a trooper. He handled me beautifully. Very kind, very sweet, very, very nice man. So he's raised up a few notches. So I so much enjoyed talking to him. And here is Jeff, all the way from Brisbane. Afternoon, Peter, and all. How's your week been? Well, thanks to you and Craig and other people that have donated, we have gotten the Ecamm bill taken care of. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very humbled and grateful. And I actually left the donation button there, but not for you guys, okay? I have like a general description because it makes it easier for people to give. I had 3 comments that said, oh, we like this so much better than Patreon. Okay, I turned Patreon off, and I have CashApp, which Sly kind of pushed me into doing, and I have the donate button. So we've got that going, and that is, we're getting all to, we're almost like a big channel now. So Ray says that the sound works fine now on all cameras. See, there's a method to the madness. That is why I go through all of them to make sure I haven't missed anything, because that's what happens, is it sneaks up on you. I don't know, from this angle, I look like my shoulders are bunched up. I don't know. I think the camera needs, well, this got to go back Monday or Tuesday, so I'm not going to fiddle with it. But I'm going to have to make a video. Where am I? Over here. I'm going to have to make a video or two with this camera because this is a loaner from B&H, and I think people want to see. So do you like the idea where I'm showing the R6 Mark II compared to the R6 Mark I? It's not really called a Mark I. Do you like that? Or I need to have a another angle when I make the video, because I'm going to have to show this camera off. I should be able to squeeze 2 videos out of this. So hi Jim, I got your gift. Thank you. We're over here again. Perfect, almost like timed by God. So Jim sent me an Amazon coupon because my credit cards have been shut down, which was the one part of the Ecamm problem. So he just sent me an Amazon gift card. So I'm going to be buying my my protein for the protein shakes, which is helping me to lose weight. And yes, I'm down another pound, which is very nice to see. So Jim, thank you for being here. Talking to you on the R6 Mark II. Randy's here, and he didn't fall asleep. Oh, I see the eyelids. I see the eyelids. Randy sits in his chair. It's a very comfortable chair. Crazy comfortable. And because this is a safe show, he doesn't have to keep his guard up, or Scotty put the shields up, you know, and he could just relax and just listen to me talking and saying hi to everybody. And I think he eventually just falls asleep, which is fine. That's part of, let's call it a ministry. Okay, so Jeff says, I just popped in to say hello. I'm not staying. I will watch it back later. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you, Jeff. Same to you. And that reminds me, thank you for saying that, Jeff. You guys are watching it live right now, but when this is done, this is going to be up as a regular video. So I do have plenty of people coming in here and chatting and saying hello and all that good stuff. All right. But to you guys that are going to watch it after, make comments, because it looks so barren. It looks empty in the comment section, and YouTube is keeping score of what is being, not what is being said, but how many people react. So the chats are nice. We can interact. I could put your name up here like I just put Jeff, and I'm about to put Norm up there. So you get to see yourself broadcast worldwide. But there are people like Woody and Jeff and even myself. Sometimes I put my own self to sleep watching my own show. Doesn't sound very good, does it? Well, I don't mean it as bad as it sounds. It's melodic, and it can actually be very peaceful. Okay, so now I'm going to switch over to the original R6 Mark I, which I have it labeled here as my sit-down camera 1. So this is sit-down camera 1, and this is sit-down camera 2. So it's the same camera, 2 different scenes. And what they're doing is one is closer than the other. So this is the close-up version, and this is the far-away version. Now I also have something else going on. I actually have those cameras going in the automated mode. So now the tag turns black. When the tag turns black up in the corner, up here, come on, Peter, you can do it. Okay, that means I'm no longer going to control the cameras changing. I've got it set up just the way I want. The same camera is giving me 4 different scenes. So it looks like I got 4 different cameras running, only one. So if you have one camera and you happen to get Ecamm, okay, then you can mimic what I just did here. So this is the same camera. It's a brand new scene, and it's a different strength of the zoom. So, and over in the corner, at about 3 o'clock on the clock on my screen, I have the time on when it's going to change. okay? This shirt is the right size, but it's riding up and it's bunching up around my neck. It feels uncomfortable, so I just stood up to pull it down. Now I can cross my legs and make myself comfortable, okay? So wait, I left off at Norm, but I didn't read Norm. There's our handsome Norm with the, he had a hair transplant. It looks like it turned into a camera transplant somehow. I don't know how that worked, but maybe he got more for his money. I'm teasing you, Norm. You know I love you. Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies. Around the world, it's a brisk minus 20 C with a wind chill of minus 35 C. So cold, the snow squeaks. So somebody educate me. What is 20 degrees? What is minus 20 degrees in Celsius convert to Fahrenheit? I'm sure there's a formula, and I don't know it to just like convert it over. So it's minus 20 there, and I really don't know the conversion. I don't know the conversion. Okay, so Norm, I know you're cold, buddy. You want me to send you a heater? I have a heater in my bedroom. I've used it all of 3 or 4 days this year. So if you're really getting cold over there, I could let you borrow my heater, but by next January or December, I'm going to need it back, okay? Because there's no heat in my house. We're in Florida. We have air conditioning and air conditioning and air conditioning and air conditioning, but there's no heat. So I bought a room heater for my dad. And you know what? That little sucker is amazing. It's called a ceramic mica heater. There's no red, there's no noise, it's completely silent. And a child or a pet, like remember Jingles, can actually touch it. I can put my hands on both sides. It's got a big grate, and it doesn't burn. It's just warm. Warm enough where it warns you that there's a heater going on, but nothing, you can leave your hand there and it won't get damaged. And I have to say, I've been through the heaters that my dad had. We had a kerosene heater where we didn't fill it with kerosene, we filled it with mineral spirits. And then we had the quartz, which got that big long red tube, and it shakes all night. I used to be afraid of it when I was a kid. It's a monster, Daddy, it's a monster. It's coming alive. So we had that one, and then we had the box where it would stretch. It looked like it stretched these wires. And I often wonder why it didn't break, okay? It would look like it came on, all the wires were zigzag, and it turned red, and it pulled them. And there was a fan, okay? You couldn't even get near it, never mind touch it. You're talking third-degree burns, okay? Serious burn levels there. And then, I don't know what happened, but I guess they broke. Let me check real quick. I need to see if the R6 Mark II timed out, or... No, it didn't time out, okay? So the LCD turned off. So it looked like it turned off, but we're still here. We're alive and well. Okay, so somebody recommended the heater that I had bought. It's a DeLonghi, some fancy name. D-E, capital L, and then it looks like Longy, okay? And it looks like ceramic plates. They don't move, they don't make a sound, they don't turn red. But what it does is it's got like a grate, maybe 2 feet on each side, okay? And then holes across the top. And the heat comes pouring out the top like a chimney. Best ding-dong heater, and I'm not into heaters. I'm in Miami. We don't use much heaters. But I was very, very impressed with that heater. So Randy is here, and he's loving the LUT on the R6. Okay, so I'm on the R6 Mark II. So I do have the same exact LUT on both cameras, okay? So, and it's from Canon. It's not Randy's and my secret LUT, okay? So it does actually now turn the LED lights blue, because remember, Canon's got a thing where it turns them periwinkle, you know, purplish, And that's just a thing for, whatchamacallit, it's a thing with Canon, okay? So Nikon doesn't have that problem, and as you can see, Sony doesn't have that problem. So if I turn on the Sony real quick, I am seated in the corner, but the lights are blue back up there. And that is the blue green screen. I call that the Sly green screen, because she purchased it for the Christmas room, okay? So we have the Randy Cam, which is this guy. So this is the R6. Now, what the R6 has is the same LUT. But if I put it on the C-Log 3, it looks very similar to what the R6 Mark II looks like. But if I put it to the C-Log 1, it looks like this. So the blue lights, where are they? The blue lights are blue. Those are LEDs. They're lit up. The tree is off. I kind of like the look of the tree being off. So I'm thinking out loud, don't go shooting me down when I'm preaching good, okay? When it's not the Christmas season, I'm not going to light the Christmas tree. I'm just going to let it be the decoration there. And when we get, I guess, starting with Thanksgiving and on, okay? So I'm going to get up real quick. Okay, so now when I turn the tree on and the bubble lamps are off, this is what it's going to look like with the tree on. But I think I pop better. I think it looks richer with the tree off. I like both looks. So I'm not knocking either look, but it's kind of like the bat signal. Starting in November at Thanksgiving, and I might make it Halloween, because I'm a Christmas kind of guy, okay? I might turn the tree on, okay? And then the rest of the year, turn the tree off. So if you have a comment about that, by golly, Miss Molly, this is the place to make your comment. This is where I want to hear from you, okay? So the tree is on right now, and there's a few blinking lights on it. Now, if I could dim the tree, and we might work on that together. I might want to find LED lights that are dimmable, and then bring them down so low that it's just like mystifying. I need words that rhyme. So, Craig, where is that thing? Tell me words that rhyme with mystifying. Okay, it's appealing. So Anthony is with me tonight. How you doing, big guy? I love you, Anthony. Hi to you and the family. I know they don't watch me, but I was so intrigued with Anthony because Anthony does his own vegetable gardens in his yard. And it's just a really nice thing, okay? So he's got kids, and I don't know how the kids take the vegetables. So it's just appealing to me. So when I see Anthony, and he's a very nice man. Anthony is just like crazy sweet. Now, guys don't like to hear that they're sweet, but he's got a sweet spirit, okay? It must be the churchianity in him, or the Christianity. I don't think I've ever talked to Anthony, so I'm not sure if he's a Christian guy like me, but for all I know, maybe he is, okay? So I get excited when he's here. So Jim is going the R5. Oh, he likes the R5. So we're on my R6 right now. Can you believe I don't have an R5 in the room? Okay. Did it just try to focus on my hand? No. I thought I saw it pulse for a second. It's okay. Cameras do that. That's the computer software. Oh, Jim, yeah, you got me confused, big guy, all right? I mean R6 original. In my not so humble opinion. I think you're prophesying. You're prophesying, Jim, that the R6 is going to become an R5. But I really have my heart set on the S52 Bomber, okay? So with the S52 Bomber, okay, which is the Panasonic S5 Mark II, all right, you could bake in the log. I think it's called V-Log over there, but I'm not sure, okay? So over here, I have to apply the LUT. So let me show you real quick what is actually being pumped out of the camera, okay? So this is what's being, I'm going to turn the LUT off. Don't get scared, okay? All right, so that is what it looks like with the LUT turned off, meaning the camera is set to C-Log 1, and what it does is it crushes the highlights and it crushes the shadows and makes a really small envelope like that, okay? So the purpose of that is when you get it into your software, you re-expand it out, all right? And when you re-expand it out, it actually gives you a bigger dynamic range. So watch me turn the LUT back on. Okay, so that is the LUT back on. But this is the Canon LUT, all right? Yes, it's the Canon LUT. And it's working on C-Log, even though it says in its title, C-Log 3 LUT for Canon R6. Okay, so it means any of the Canon R6, and chances are the R5 does too. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And just for grins and giggles, let's go over to the R6 Mark II. So this one is a full $2,500, where the other one is $2,200 to $2,300 now because it's the Mark I. So the thinking is, who wants the R1 when the Mark II is out? Hello, I like the way the R1 looks on my everything. The blue lights in the background, the Christmas tree, my face, my skin, and I've been tuning this in for a couple of days. So I just didn't slap it on. So let me show you what the C-Log 3 looks like. Okay, so this is what C-Log 3 looks like with no LUT applied at all. All right, it's not quite as crushed as the C-Log 1. So Canon and other people say it's designed to be easier to try to tune it in, okay? So let's turn it on because I look completely washed out, okay? So that's what it looks like. And just for grins and giggles, okay, I just turned it off again. I'm gonna slide it up slowly so you can see how it gradually creeps in, because you might form a new opinion, okay? And I can stop the slide anywhere I want. So now it's at 0. There's no LUT happening, okay? And now I'm sliding slowly up, and I'm watching my monitor. I'm slowly sliding. You see how it's slowly coming into being? I could stop at any point. Like I could stop right here. Not that I want to, okay? But this is a slider. So now I'm sliding. I'm going. I'm at about 80%. And you know what? 80% don't look half bad, all right? In terms of the face. I'm more sensitive to the face than I am to the shirt, okay? So let's take it all the way up. This is the way it's kind of meant to be used. So I'm sliding it all the way up, and now I'm at 100%, okay? So you can compare the look on that with the look on the R6 Mark I. To me, the skin is milder, which is weird, right? But the red is bolder or prettier, more vibrant. Good. We need some wordsmith people in here, okay? So I'm just giving you what it looks like as I play with the LUTs. Now, in all honesty, I don't want to freak you out. You guys are not going to use LUTs, okay? But some of you that go to the next level and you want to squeeze some more juice out of your camera, squeeze, okay? The LUT takes you to the next level of dynamic range. So over here, the brights are not blown, which is probably what's making my skin look good. So see, the forehead is not blown out, yet the darks, look at Santa's suit. You can still see them. They're not like a mud blob, okay? So it takes the dynamic range, which is pretty good, okay? And it stretches it to be even more. So that's your next level before you go to RAW. So RAW, the files are so huge in video that most people don't have room. I mean, you'd buy an external SSD and fill it up with one show. That's how big the RAW files are. So what they did is they took it and they compressed it more, squeezed it real tight. And that's why you got C-Log 1, C-Log 3. Sony's got C-Log 1, 2, and 3. And other companies have their own versions of C-Log, okay? Now, to run the C-Logs, you have to apply, they call it a LUT. It's L-U-T, a lookup table. That's what L-U-T stands for. It doesn't really make sense, okay? But that's what it's named. So the lookup table expands it. It explodes the colors. And in so doing, it just does a better job than the neutral profile or the standard profile, but it is a little bit more work, okay? So let's see, where did I leave off? So Jim says, I mean the R6, okay. Craig says, you're too nice. It was a nice visit indeed. Well, as nice as you guys might think I am, Craig is that much nicer. What a joy to work with him, okay? The man is eloquent. Craig goes to the high schools and other schools, okay? And he gets to talk to the kids. And he gets them his shtick. Why does he go? It's to get the kids to believe in themselves. That's what Craig does. Because of the pandemic and other things, the kids have a much lower, seriously low self-esteem. You've got suicides popping up and you've got serious conditions. They're separated. Kids are meant to play, not be bullies, okay, but together and play. That's how they expand their social muscles. See my guns here? Okay. Well, you've got to grow social muscles. And you do that by interacting with others. And then all of a sudden you isolate kids, and it's a very bad thing. Okay, excuse me 1 second. I need to get my glass of water. It's out of range. And I don't want my throat to dry. I make a mean water, okay? If anybody can make a good water, it's me. So that water is very good. So thank you. Simon just came by to say hi and off to bed. Oh, Simon, I sent you a link. Simon did a live show tonight. Which camera am I on? The regular E6, so this guy. So Simon did a live show tonight at 7:30. Got, I don't know, over 100 or even a lot higher people coming in. So he does a really great job. So I don't want that one to go away too quickly. You know why? Because if you want somebody to be the Reader's Digest of news for the new cameras and new lenses, Simon is your guy, okay? He'll get up in the middle of the night at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and he'll make a video on a new product and then go back to bed and just put it up online. So to say that Simon is there first with the 5 o'clock news, okay, at all hours of the day, it's Simon. So I wanted Simon to come in and give me a synopsis of the new R8 that's coming, okay? Because, you know, who would have the news? It would be Simon, okay? So I don't know where I put him. So Simon, if you look at your, I have it written as Simon's laptop. So you've got the invitation from the interview mode. If you want to come in, give us a real good summary and then go back to bed, you're welcome. I have the interview mode on, so if you pop in, I'll put you on. I'll let you have the floor. You can tell everybody what the R8 is about, much better than I can, okay? Don't do opinions, because I don't want to make it a whole show, but I want people to see you in action, because you're good. You're really good. Okay. So that is Simon, Ordinary Filmmaker. So he did a show, he did it live, and he was discussing the R8 and what it means. And I will give you what I think, and it's not as good as you think, okay? And that's because I have a little bit of an agenda against Canon, but not a lot. I own the R6, okay? Seriously. You know, I don't want to slam anybody's camera, but I do have a little bit, not a big one, like the when they wouldn't put 4K. I created, oh, no 4K for you, and no 4K for you, and no 4K, no 4K, no 4K for you or me. Okay, so I made that lingo, and then a year or two later, Canon came to the party with 4K. And now, look at what the C-Log 1 does with a LUT, okay? I'm not bragging on me, okay? So don't get to thinking I'm saying I look good, but I look good. And I know when I don't look good because that's what happens when you get, old age skin face. But look at what the R6 is doing with my skin. No, I can't do this in standard mode. I can't do it in neutral mode or portrait mode. That's all the profiles that you can go through. So it suddenly becomes very important to do something. Now, when you get a young whippersnapper like Shane in the blues. Hi, Shane. He's in Australia. So let's see. What time is it there? It's 10:30 plus 3. It's like 12, 1 o'clock there in the afternoon. So what's the winning lottery numbers for tonight? I tease him. It's just a joke, okay? So, but I love Shane. Shane came here physically. He flew from Australia and came and visited me in the Christmas room. So if you go back a few shows on my big channel, okay, you'll see Shane visiting here. And he also did a video with the GH6 in here. And he's got it on his channel. But it's not on the In the Blues channel. It's on his other channel, which is Geeky Nerdy Techie. Geeky, word 1. Nerdy, word 2. Techie, T-E-C-K-Y, okay? And you'll see me and Shane together here in the Christmas room. And he brought the GH6 so I could play with it. And did I play with it? You betcha. Okay, he also brought the FX3, the expensive one. Did I play with it? You betcha. Does Peter like cameras? You betcha, okay? All right, so hi to Shane. I love Shane. He just put a video up, I think today. Okay, so he's in Australia. So we're running the R6 with the Canon LUT. So I'm not doing Peter's concoction, Halloween, concoction here, which I did, and it works great. But it's even better when you could put the Canon LUT in the Canon camera and come up with the jackpot, okay? Now, I can't repeat that. That really burns my little toe, okay? Because you can't do it over here. I have to run this LUT on the C-Log 3. And it just is not the same for me. It's just... Now, if I didn't see the other one, maybe I would say, this is great. I look younger. I don't see like, where is it? On this side. On this side. There's like old age spots over here. My youth is renewed like the eagles. That's the scripture I keep saying over my body. So I'm getting younger every day, okay? So if I didn't see this camera, because most people don't own, the older camera, and then come over to the newer camera. But like, I don't know, either I'm crazy or this just looks like it's a proper movie camera. It looks like it's designed just to make drop-dead gorgeous videos. So you can beat me up over it. Be nice, okay? Remember, we're family. Sammy's here. Sammy, Bo Sammy. He's our New Jersey headquarters. How you doing, big boy? I love you. Thank you for being here, Sammy. I love it every time you come in. So Sammy is saying hi to everybody. And Simon, the new sit down looks very good, Peter. I look better sitting than standing, huh? The color, depth of field, you look so relaxed. I feel like I can go to sleep. All right, so one of the perks of going to the R6 is look at what lens I'm using. Okay, I give you the name of the camera, and I also give you the name of the lens. And I not only do that, I also tell you what I have the lens set to. Okay, so Canon has an 85mm USM 1.8 lens. It's this close to being an L lens. That's how good it is. It's one of those under the radar, radar is the best word for it, lenses. You just don't know how good it is. But it doesn't fit on this camera because it's an EF lens.
and you have to use the adapter. But I can't say I'm having any problem using the adapter here. I mean, it's focusing very nicely, and unless I saw something out of the ordinary, I could say it hasn't even missed a beat. So Simon hasn't showed up on the interview, so I'm guessing Simon has gone to bed. Good night, Simon. Oh, here, Randy is telling good night to Simon too. Good night, Simon. Stay warm. Yeah, you guys up in Canada are cold, 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 cold. Are you going to come on, Simon? I sent you the invitation. It's to your laptop computer, and it's from Peter's Mac Mini Christmas room. It's not from our regular connection. That's the only way I can put you on, because I'm on the Mac Mini in here. Okay, so it's 30 degrees centigrade, and Simon is telling me that 30 degrees centigrade is -3. Holy Kajobi, that is cold. Oh my God. So I think Simon is giving me signals that he won't be showing up. Okay, that's fine. So they are coming out with the R8. It's supposed to be announced this month. It's supposed to be between, like, if the R6 and the R7 got together and had a baby, they have the R8. And I can't tell you much more than that. It's a 24 megapixel. I'm thinking it's a full frame sensor, because I'm thinking other than the R7, which should have been the R70, it looks like single digits is going to be full frame, and double digits is going to be crop sensor. But here's why I could be wrong on that, okay? I could be wrong because the M camera, the camera that Sly has, the M6, sorry, the M6 Mark II is a M camera. And it looks like it's a possibility that the M cameras are going to be named to a double digit. So we'll see how it unfolds as the time goes by, okay? So Randy says it's a -4, -3, says Simon. So it's in the ballpark of being way too cold for Peter. So what's the name of this show? The Way Too Cold for Peter show, okay? So I just put the pillow behind me. It makes me sit up straight. So Ray says, I believe the formula is something like Celsius times 1.8 plus 32 equals Fahrenheit, or something like that. Okay? That's too much math for my pea-sized brain. All right, so Randy says it's -35C times 9/5 plus 32 equals 31 Fahrenheit. Okay, oh, -31 Fahrenheit. Okay, so we got formula night tonight. This is getting good. We're getting into formulas, okay? -20 is -4. It's -35 Celsius is -31 Fahrenheit. So -40 is the same on both Celsius and Fahrenheit. It's a bit too cold to be outside without proper clothing. No poop, Sherlock, okay? So, yeah, I don't think I would be going out. I mean, it gets into the +30 here, and Peter is wearing 5 pairs of underwear, 5 pairs of socks, 2 t-shirts, and a partridge in a pear tree. You wonder where that song came from? Peter going out in the cold, okay? Yeah, so Randy's saying it. Yeah, but who would go outside? Good for you, Randy. All right, so we're cycling through the R6 scenes on the one single R6 camera. So each scene is a different camera, but it's the same. I tricked it, okay? So it's basically counting down. You can see where it says 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. So that little timer is there for me, but you can see it too. So you can know. So this one is starting off at 24 seconds. And it's going to count down to 0 and then switch to another of the same camera. All it is a different zoom, okay? So Randy says it's probably colder in Simon's basement. Yeah, that's underground. I wonder if it's colder in Simon's basement or if the ground is insulating him. And it actually insulates him a little bit. That's pretty interesting. So how do basements work up there? Here's Norm. Norm's got he's covering my backside. Okay, so DeLonghi, okay, makes excellent products. Check out their toaster ovens and grills. Well, I got their heater, and I can attest to the fact that that heater is just like, wow, what an amazing heater. I'm not even sure they make the darn thing. So look up what Norm said on Amazon and look for this heater, DeLonghi heater. It's a mica ceramic, mica like foam mica, but foam mica, okay, but take the foam out. It's mica ceramic heater. The best heater that I have ever come across, okay? So that's a little secret. So Lewis is here. How is the big boy? Hi, Peter and friends. I ate too many Krispy Kremes, and now I have a stomach ache. You know that Krispy Kreme gives me a stomach ache too? I think the fat that they're using to fry them in, if they don't keep it fresh, it makes a burn or a stomach ache in my tummy. And I like it with the chocolate on top or just the cream on top, but I'm not eating them, but they do melt in your mouth. So a Krispy Kreme donut with a glass of milk, ooh la la. All right, can we say better than sex? No, we can't. Okay, so Jerry is here. Jerry, thank you so much. What an amazing, wonderful guy. So 181 Lift, I asked him to put his name there like that so that I can impregnate my mind, and he's doing it. You guys are just freaking awesome, all right? I do have a problem with so many names, trying to remember who is who. It took me the longest time to remember MDM is Mark from Chicago, but now I know, okay? But it's been a couple of years, okay? So 181 Lift, I like it because I could say your name. Jerry, Bo Jerry, Banana Nana, Fo Jerry, B by Duo Jerry, Jerry. You notice I didn't change it with the wrong word there. So good to see you, Jerry. You don't have to put a period there unless it's by habit, okay? As long as I see Jerry there, I know who you are. I love you, and I love you even more for being extra helpful. That is like very nice. We got the best family in town, honestly. So Randy is, he's reading his what do you call it? His tea leaves. And Randy's saying, Louis Lazuka, I see Tums or Pepto-Bismol in your future. You know what you could do, okay? And this is not a joke. You could get yourself a glass of water, about 3/4 of the way up, regular water. How hard is that? Wait, I got some here. I'll test it first. You can get yourself a glass of water 3/4 of the way up and put 1 to a little bit more than 1 of apple cider vinegar in it and drink it down. And you know what? It becomes better than Pepto-Bismol. It becomes better than Tums. It attacks the gas and the acids that are in your stomach, giving you a stomach ache. And in about 5 to 15 minutes, how come I feel better? So it has worked with me so well that I actually make an apple cider vinegar lemonade now. I put 1 or 2 tablespoons in a glass of water. I don't use sugar, but I use the sugar substitute, Truvia. It's like a stevia, okay? And I make myself apple cider vinegar. And I have that almost every day. And it's like I almost don't, I almost don't feel like I'm going to throw up every 2 minutes. Peter, stop being funny. All right, Craig, here you go. Mystical, a world apart from the mundane, a work of artists where the imagination runs wild and the impossible becomes a child. Wow, that is so cool. Now that is, Craig did that on something called artificial intelligence, okay? And that is the coolest thing since sliced bread. I could sit there, it's addictive. It's addictive, okay? So I'd like to do a show on that, but I think I have to be prepared. I thought I was, but it's on the wrong computer. That computer is not anywhere in arm's reach, okay? Or it's in walking reach, but it's against the other wall. and I don't broadcast from that. So thanks, Craig, for doing that. That was so nice of you. Okay, so let me do a quick scan and see, do we have some people that I'm waiting to show up, and no, they're not here. Okay, so, oh, Mr. Camera Junkie is here. Hey, Mr. Camera Junkie, how's things in Fort Lauderdale? He's a stone's throw up the road. So you know how these guys in Canada, they all show off. Oh, we have Gerald Undone over here. We got Peter McKinnon in the next town over. You've got Ordinary Filmmaker over here. Who else do you have up there? You got Louis Lazuka up there. You've got Norm. And they all think they got this cozy little neighborhood thing going on up there. Well, I got me. I got Mr. Camera Junkie. We're in cameras. I don't know who else is in South Florida. But then go over to food, and you've got the sous vide master guy, and he's got like 5 million, if not 10. So he's down the road from me too. Okay. So we have a few here in Miami. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, so, and Mr. Cameron knows, he knows what I'm going to say. Hi, Peter. Aiden and I are good. It's not that I don't love you. I just love Aiden more, okay? Aiden is his son, most adorable kid in South Florida. So he's just amazing. So, yes, I would eventually ask for Aiden. All right, Simon, I'm going to turn off the interview mode, okay, because I wanted you to pop up. So since you're not popping up, I'm going to turn it off because it's taking real estate up on my screen. So Mr. Camera Junkie read my mind. He's doing telepathy too. What is it with you guys tonight? Okay, and he told me that Aiden is good. All right, so let's go to the stand-up cameras now. Okay, so let's go to the Sony White. Okay, so this is the Sony White. And this is where I come over to the desk. And this is the Sony Black. So the Sony Black is off to my left. And these don't have LUTs. These have, I think these are both set in standard. Okay, so this is standard mode on the Sony Black and the Sony White camera. So we got the Sony Black, and then we have the Sony Black zoomed. So this is a little closer. Then I have the Sony White, which is basically the camera. This is in front of me when I'm standing. This is what I would have looked like with a number of different cameras over the years. Something right in front of me where I could talk to you, look at you in the eye, and just speak directly to you. And then I have the Sony White, which is the E10 white body, a little bit cropped. So I have to say they are all looking good. Don't forget we are transmitting in 4K. Now you don't have to receive it in 4K, but because it's transmitting it in 4K, it's putting out a little bit clearer signal. Okay. So I need to stop saying okay. I did a video with that the other day and it was horrible. Randall, you're so funny, but you're right about that. By the way, I told you the R10 is so light. I enjoyed trying it out at the store as a demo. Yes, Randy likes using the R10, so don't discount that too much. So Shane is saying hi to Mr. Camera Junkie. Hey man, how you doing, man? Yes, he's saying hello to him. And so Randy says, it does overheat quicker than the R7, but I love the overheating warning, which should be on all cameras. And that is a big deal. Okay, so let's give Randy a star. Okay, so Randy is talking to Lewis, and Randy is talking to Shane. He's asking him what's the opinion on the S5 II. We should do it where Shane hooks up with me too. Okay, so I can't do it now. I don't have Shane's email, and he's got to turn on his cameras, and then he's got to set up so that he could come on. But I think it'd be nice to have Simon come in and give us a synopsis on the R8, And then on another show, have Shane come in and give us a synopsis on the S5 Mark II. And the doctor is in the house. Charles Richard, hello, Peter and friends. How you doing, Doc? Good to see you. I love you. I'm always happy when I see you. So Randy is talking. No, Randy is not talking. So Mr. Camera Junkie is talking to Randy and Shane. Okay, and Shane is saying hi to Randy. Wait, he's answering him. Let's go sit down again, because I have a tendency to rock when I'm standing, which can get you guys a little bit dizzy. So I'm seated. So I'm going to turn on the R6 Mark II for a moment. And remember that I need to look over there. Okay, so this is the R6 Mark II. So Randy, it'll be their most popular camera by a mile. It's a great minus the 4K crop. Okay, so it does have, when you go to 4K 60 only, you know, it has a 4K 60 p crop. If you're at 4K 30, 4K 24, 4K 25, it does not crop, full frame. So I'm guessing that they saved the 4K 60p for one of the upper cameras, but they don't have the new focus system. So good focus system versus 4K 60 crop. I don't use 4K 60. Hello, that's for other people, not for me. Okay, so it's already sold out at B&H. So I'm hoping to get one, but I ain't getting one while they're sold out. That's just, it's the name of the game. Okay, B&H is not going to send me a camera that they can't keep in stock when they got lots of them. Like if I wanted an R6 Mark II, I got it. It's right here. This is not my camera, okay? And if I want an R6 Mark I, okay, that is my camera. I own this camera. And I did try to sell it, but it didn't get sold because the guy just disappeared it, okay? But I think that was an act of God because, excuse me, now it's giving me an amazing picture. I could say that my live stream and my regular videos, I just ate. Remind me next week not to eat before I go live, okay? That the picture here is back like when I had the A7 Mark III or even the GH5. Boy, did I have a great picture back then. And the Z6 gave me a great picture, okay? But I never got a good picture out of the R6. I got a nice picture, okay? And I was happy with it. But then I decided, some harebrained idea, to try the C-Log. So I tried C-Log 3, and the blue light in the back became purple. Scotty pointed that out, boom, right away. All right, so Canon has this thing with purple lights, blue lights that turn purple. So I tried the C-Log 3, and by accident, goes to show you how God works. By accident, I actually set it up where I actually hit C-Log 1 by accident. All right, so I'm going like, what the heck just happened? Something just happened. And I had to go hunting. It never occurred to me I put on the wrong C-Log. So before I did that, Lewis and me, this is Lewis, he's saying, I mean, this is Randy. Randy and me, he's saying hi to Lewis. Okay, this is a good one. Randy's asking Shane, GH6 or S5 II? S5 II by a mile. Okay, now Shane might have a different opinion. I'm not Shane, okay? But I was determined to make this camera work. And Randy and I came up with a concoction where we made it not quite this good, okay? But really nice. Nice. Oh, that's nice, okay? And then I accidentally did C-Log 1 instead of C-Log 3, and I said, better than nice. What is going on here? So you get the C-Log LUTs from Canon. You go to R6 Canon, you go to the website for Canon, and you go to the camera in support and tell them you want support for the R6 Mark II or even the R6, I think, okay? And you want the downloads, and it will list the LUTs that you can download. So they have a pack. So I brought them all in, okay? Then you got to play to get them to be what you want them to be. Okay, so that is what we've got going on here. All right, so in the blues, Randy, Shane is answering, yes, it really depends. I just did a video on the other channel about my experience with both. So if you want to see that, you got to go to Geeky Nerdy Techie, okay, and type that in. Don't type the link in because I don't think it'll let you. But type Geeky Nerdy Techie so it can be documented. We can leave a paper trail. Okay. And he did a video. Shane did a video on comparing or having the GH6 and the S5 Mark II. So I'm just going to say this, even though I don't, and I wanted to wait till I have the camera in my hands because this seems a little like premature e-camera-ation, okay? The S5 Mark II is going to start off with a bang, which it did. It's sold out already. But I think as people see the value there, okay, everybody thinks it's the new focus system is the great value. It's a great value just for the new focus system, but that's not it. It doesn't end there. It just starts there, okay? So it's got all the great stuff, no recording limits, all the way up to 30p. When you go up to the higher demanding stuff, it starts to be a little, you know, as Casey would say, crippled. But it's not crippled. You got to go to 1.5. It forces you to go to 1.5 in 60p, 4K, all right? But not 1080 4K. You still get full frame. But the IBIS has been stepped up a notch. I have seen people where it actually looks almost, not quite, like they have a gimbal. So you know when you're walking, you have a normal pattern like that when you're walking. That's your gait, okay? Most cameras with IBIS, you can see that gait slightly. It's almost gone on the S5 Mark II. Another thing, got no recording limits, no time limits, which is okay. That's par for the course these days. It actually will allow you to bake in your LUT. But not only one, you could bake in your LUT so you don't even have to go and start fiddling and applying and unapplying. So let's say you start working in Final Cut and you forget to apply your LUT. Now you got to go apply it to all the clips. No, it's already built in. So when you get your favorite LUT, you can build it in. But there's more. So let's say you like the natural profile or you like the Cine D profile. I remember liking the Cine D profile on Panasonic, okay? So that's why I can't wait. It'll be like coming home week when I get that camera in here. So it will be, you could take Cine D and then apply a LUT to that. So you could apply a LUT straight, bypassing everything, or you could apply a LUT to your favorite profile. Stack it. Baked in. So it's making you a speed champion here. It's going to come out of your camera ready to hit the ground. You're going to be 9 months pregnant, ready to have that baby. Okay? So it's just something special. That camera is gonna climb from here, not go downhill. Mr. Camera Junkie says, I do not have the ZV-E10. Did I say you did? Maybe I did. I don't know. So he's correcting it. Good for you. Saw it and excellent as always. You know, Randy, you got something there. I think Shane at Geeky Nerdy Techie is going to be the next Gerald Undone. It's going to start off, go slow, climb, and then explode. So Gerald Undone, I remember doing videos here because I like him. he's a nice guy, and he actually stepped in to help me with my A7 Mark III 2 or 3 years ago. Okay, so now he's too big to bother with me, but he's not mean towards me. Okay, I don't want it to sound like that, but he's huge now. And I think Shane at Geeky Nerdy Techie is your next Gerald Undone. That's what I think is the pattern that you're going to see. My own humble opinion, okay, but that is my opinion. So what was I reading? I was reading Randy. So Randy said, oh, I might have said Lewis, but I meant Randy because he does have a ZV-E10. Okay, so he says his HDMI doesn't work. It basically broke, but still a great camera for vlogging. He even still uses his A6100. So here we've got Randy. The GH6 is way better than people realize, but everyone loves the phase detect autofocus, which is fair enough. Okay, I agree with him. What is it that I agree with? I agree with the fact if you're going to spend over $2,000, which by the way, the GH6 is now in the $1,800 range. Okay, I mean they really dropped in price. You can get them used even cheaper. So unless you have a specific reason for manual focus, you would want the automatic focus. Okay, that's my opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. HDMI broke on the E10. Yeah, his plug broke, or something broke, and we have gone through everything but the kitchen sink, and the camera finally just says it's broke. It can't read it. It gives you an error message on the E10. So it's not the plug, or it is the plug and it got disconnected. But the camera is actually erroring out on his camera. But you can connect up with Randy to find out, okay, more info. So Randy says no more 30-minute time limit is a must and no overheating. Fan is okay if it isn't noisy, but I wonder also with that fan effect, the battery life. Oh, for sure. When you got a little fan running, but they don't draw a lot. But I think when I was talking to Shane, even he said it makes the battery not as robust as before. Okay. So Lewis says definitely looking at the prices of the R and the RP going down, Peter. What do you think? Still the EV10? Well, if you can get it for US $699, then I would say okay. But anything more than $699, I'd go with the E10. I really would. The E10 is just a winner. Ask Randy. Okay, he's got the E10, and he's got most of these other cameras. So a good person to ask, Lewis, is Randy. So, oh my goodness, my buddy is here. This gets me so excited. So Peter is my friend. Okay, a really, he's like a brother friend. Okay, and he's actually a nutritionist. He doesn't charge me to nutrition me, okay? But he's the one that's guiding my nutrition, making sure I don't screw things up, making sure I'm getting enough protein, making sure I cut the carbs out, so on and so forth, okay? So he is the guiding light on earth, okay? Jesus is my guiding light, but he is the guiding light in my life, and we banter. We have a good time, okay? So for me, it's an honor for him to be here, just to say hello. He's usually in bed by 10:30. He wants me to go to bed by 10:30. That's one area that Peter hasn't won on. You need to be in bed. My dad used to say something about that. Dad used to say for every hour of sleep that you get before 12 midnight, it's worth 2 hours of sleep after 12 midnight. And Dad would go to bed 9:30. So Peter goes to bed at 10:30. So I try to provoke him to get him to stay up late. Nope, don't work, okay? He's in bed by 10:30. Doesn't mean he's actually going to fall asleep. He might look up something. You know, it's not like he's got to turn the bedroom light off. But he's been pushing for a few years. Actually, Peter is a very interesting person because Peter got me into serious, crazy serious trouble where we actually wound up having to call the police, okay? But out of that episode, I came up with epic friendships, okay? So I met Peter. I also met Justin from Baby Back Maniac. He's another brother-like friend, okay? These guys will just call me, how you doing? How you feeling? Are you feeling down? Do you need money? I mean, these guys are right there. Peter gave me a whole shopping cart, okay, so that I could sell things. Oh, that reminds me, my PeterGregg.com is offline. Bluehost has taken it one step over the line and I'm pulling out. So I signed up with another host company called A2. Very simplistic, A2, okay? We'll see how that goes. So it takes 24 or 4, no. It takes 5 to 7 days, okay, to transfer PeterGregg.com from Bluehost over to A2, all right? So if you go to PeterGregg.com right now, I think you'll get a timeout error. It's going to give you some kind of an error, unless it propagated over there by now. I don't know. It's been 4 days now. So that's what's happening. And I've decided I'm just going to start from scratch because I'm not good at building websites and stuff. And it's a mess over there. Okay, it really is. But every time I get involved with them, it costs me money. I have to buy a dedicated SSL. Is that the word? Oh, well, I did. I bought a dedicated SSL. Then I need to be at the business level. Why? I sell just a couple of things. But they got money for that. Then I needed, what did I need? I needed something where they watch over and make sure I don't get hacked. More money. But I would say once every 3 weeks, my PeterGregg website goes down. I don't like that. That's not nice. So it went down again. Right after we did the donations from last week. So I don't even know if you can click on the donations now or not, to be honest with you. All right. So thank God it didn't happen. I didn't think it through. We are propagating or have propagated. That's a cool word. They should make a song. Propagation is the name of the game. In every generation, it's played the same. First you put your left foot way up. Never mind. Okay. So Peter said, I didn't even read what the guy said. I got so excited with you being here, Peter, I didn't even read. Minus 11 feels like minus 34. Not for me, baby. He is up in the Boston, New England states. Peter, did you ever think of moving down to South Florida? Hello? So, anyway, I love him dearly. So, but then you know I love all of you guys. It's cold here, but it's getting warmer. The snow is melting. It's melting. It's melting. So, Randall is talking to Mr. Camera Junkie. Mr. Camera Junkie making a song up. Aiden, Aiden, how you doing, Aiden? What's going on? Oh, I remember. He likes A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. That's for Aiden, okay? So don't go slamming me down when I'm singing my alphabets. Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, and Y, and blah, blah, blah. Now I know my ABCs. Tell me what you think of me. 1 plus 1. Aiden likes intellectual type songs. So if I sing Mickey Mouse, But if I sing 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 2 equals 4, 4 plus 4 equals I don't know. Oh wait, it's 8, but that's too late. Aiden likes that stuff, okay? So Randy and Mr. Camera Junkie are talking. My buddy's here, Ken. How you doing, Kenny? Hello, Peter and gang. Hi, Ken. I saw you on Simon's tonight, but I didn't want to interrupt. But I got excited because I always want to know how you're doing. Now you're here. Ken goes back many years and has supported me financially for years. Thank God you weren't here last Friday, where you would have wanted to donate, and I didn't want you to do that because I don't know. Maybe you're. What's with the fighter jet? That's a pretty cool logo, Ken. All right, Kenny. Thank you for coming in. I say that term loosely. I hope it doesn't offend you, but Kenny is a family member that has been here for years and years. Okay, so Lewis is going, oh, okay, that's better than broken. So here's Carlos. Carlos actually kicked off the donations. He was the first one to donate, okay? And he is equal with the top 3 donors. So he donated a punch. I'm only saying that to build him up and to say thank you. I appreciate you so. I need more water. That's what the problem is. I'm only saying all this not to embarrass you, Carlos. I am just, it's so humbling, and yet it's so, something warm, human, and wonderful happens on my shows. And it did. So he's saying hi. He might even still be at work. It's Friday, so it's like 7 o'clock there. 8 o'clock, but he works late. He's a licensed clinical psychologist. Before I start making fun of him, let me make it straight. And the man knows what he's talking about. He's a good psychologist, okay? He makes the big bucks. No, he doesn't. He does a lot of gratis work. I mean, if somebody is in trouble, he'll step in to help them regardless of the money. So he walks the walk. He doesn't just talk the walk, he walks the walk. So good to see you here, Carlos. I love you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Do a special hello to Meg for me. That's his wife. She makes the best green tea ever. Peter Lewis says, have you ever had sous vide chicken? Yes, quite often. But I found how to do the chicken in the pressure cooker faster and just as good. Okay? A chicken breast, 3 minutes, and then let it rest for 10. Chicken thigh and a leg, 5 minutes, and then let it rest for 10. Done. You don't have to sous vide it for 3 or 4 hours. Sous vide works. It's great. Can't knock it down. But if you get the right timing, you're matching it in the Instant Pot, and boom, dinner is ready, baby boy. It's there, ready for you to eat, restaurant quality. So what I do, Lewis, is I take it out of the Instant Pot after the 10-minute cool down period. 3 minutes for a chicken breast, and 5 minutes for a bone and thigh. And if you're a little scared, you can go 4 minutes on the chicken breast and 7 minutes on the chicken thigh. But then you got to give it the 10-minute rest. Okay? Then I take it out. I pat it dry with the paper towel. Then I paint it with a barbecue sauce or coating or butter. I use butter because I don't want added sugar. And I put it under the broiler for 3 to 7 minutes, whatever it takes to make that skin crunchy. And it's instant dinner. Top of the line. Good tasting instant dinner. Okay, so that is making me hungry, Lewis. Stop it. Okay, so sounds good, Peter. Happy to do that sometime for sure. Oh, that's cool. And Lewis says, I'm surprised how nice the E10 is with the 30 millimeter Sigma. It's nice. Yes. Or Peter is nice. I'm nice too. How great. So Sly is in the house. 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 Hi, Sly. Hi, Peter. Hi, everybody. I'm so late. I've been having technical issues. Sly, I get this feeling, I'm reading my teacups. You need to do a live show. You're so interesting. I want to see what you look like when you turn red with embarrassment. So everybody that wants Sly to do a live show one day, I'll help her, of course. I'm not just going to put her out. And we got other people that here that'll step in and help her too. But I'm glad to help her. I'll call her up on the phone and say, you put your left foot in, you take your left foot out, you put your left foot in, and you shake it all about. You do the slide live streaming and you turn yourself about. That's what it's all about. So, what is it with Tinkerbell? Clap your hands if you want Slide to do a live show one day. Well, in her time. Just hope it's in her time. Okay. So she's having camera, or not camera, she's having computer difficulties. So we'll find out what it is. Lewis is saying good night, everybody. Oh, Lewis is my time clock. Oh, we're at 11:21. Boy, the time flies when you're having a good time. There you go. There you go. Oh, Carlos. Carlos is, I didn't know you could dance. Bake it in, baby. Bake it in. There you go. Carlos, I'm seeing the funny side of Carlos. You don't do Sunday nights live anymore, do you? I didn't think so, but I don't want to walk on you if you do. I'll have to do it before or after, but I don't really go live on a Sunday night. I just get the feeling to go live sometimes, and I just do it. Okay, and whoever's there is there, like Scotty. Speaking of Scotty, why isn't Scott here tonight? I'm hungry. He usually brings the food. Oh, I know why. He's out eating. He says he goes out to eat, okay? So if he makes it back in time, then he'll pop in. If not, then he won't. Okay, so A2 is the best, Peter. You'll never go back. I've been with them for about, wow, live and learn. I'd never heard of them. You know what I did? This is what I did, Shane. A2 is the people I'm switching to from Bluehost to A2. So what happened with Bluehost is they were bought out by a big freaking huge conglomeration. They are buying up people left and right, or have been. So it was hard to find a company that isn't owned by this big company that now owns Bluehost. So their service has gone down, their bookkeeping has gone to hell, okay? And their ability to keep my website online, and I'm not big, I'm small potatoes, has gone down the pot. So a week ago, I went offline again, and I said, God's been telling me over and over to change from Bluehost, okay? So I was going to go to HostGator. So on a whim, I looked it up. Guess what? It's the same company that owns Bluehost. So then I went to another one. So I finally Googled what web hosting sites are not owned by the same company that owns Bluehost. I don't remember the name of the company. Okay. And that's how I found A2 and another one. So I looked at both of them and I went to A2. And I just put in the WordPress plugin, and I'm going to slowly build my site up. So I need to make it so that you guys can join my email list, because if you're on a certain email list, I will send an email out to let you know I'm about to go live, okay? And it's not used for advertising except for my own stuff. So you will get an advertising from me to tell you about a sale on my A Better Bounce card. I also need to have a place to sell a Better Bounce card, and I need to have a place. I am working because of Craig Schroeder, okay? He has stepped in to help me to create a course, wedding and event photography, the medium level. It's not introduction. Here's your shutter button. Here's your aperture. I might have a little of that in there. So it's going to be a $300 course. Actually, it's a $500 course. And Tom Buck said to give the early people, which is not you. I'm not trying to sell you a course. This is going to be on the big site. Okay. Tom Buck has been telling me people buy courses because they trust people. And Tom said that I have a fairly decent trust rating with the people. So he says, make a course on the cameras, wedding photography, and stuff like that. So he says, make it $500, but discount it every so often so it comes out to $299. So those people that are waiting for it, we're talking business now. That's what we're doing, okay? So in case you haven't figured it out, we're talking business, okay? always make a coupon or a couple of $100 off so that people can buy it for $2.99. People like a discount, all right, and make a course. He says, I don't understand why you don't have a course. Well, it's too hard to make a course for me. I'm not good at the writing. So I was talking to Craig Schroeder earlier this week, and you know what Craig did? Okay, he donated to keep Ecamm so I could pay for it. He made me a course, an outline, okay? And it was darn good, but I saw the outline and I can massage it a little bit, so now I'm able to get going on the course. So any of you guys that are good at this stuff, I'm looking at going with Teachable, okay, teachable.com. You make a course, and mine will be video, because I'm not going to be typing all this out. So you'll watch anywhere from a 4 to 8 minute video, and that'll be chapter 1. Then I'll go on to how do you do posing? That'll be another chapter. How do you book the wedding? How do you keep the mother of the bride from trying to kill you? Okay, those are all different chapters. And what do you do when the bride is complaining after the wedding? How do you handle that? And that can happen in 2 ways. Some people automatically complain no matter what because they want a discount after the fact, or they want something for free. And then other people are just genuinely not happy. So how do you deal with that? Chapter 4, chapter 5, okay? So I'm actually working on the chapters now. So the introductory price, it'll be $4.99, and the introductory price will be $2.99. Why am I telling you all this? Is it to get you to buy the course? No. If you actually have something to say that's helpful, now is when you do it. Or if you're watching this on the rerun, write it in the comments, because I learn from you guys, believe it or not. I might be really good with cameras. I might be able to walk into a room and spit out the ISO, the f-stop, and the shutter speed better than a lot of other photographers. But, you know, when a lot of other people are giving me clues, like Craig said, here, you're having a hard time making a course? I'll do it for you. And the man sat down and created a course for me. Doesn't that knock your socks off? I mean, it does for me, okay? It's just stunning. And then my friend Peter, that I introduced you to before, gave me a whole shopping cart for free. We're talking about a $1,200 shopping cart. He says, I bought another one. I'm not using this one. Here, take it. It's yours. So he gave me a shopping cart. So when people buy a Better Bounce card, or when they buy the course, I have a shopping cart. It's already there. It's already operational. And no, it has nothing to do with Bluehost. It doesn't have anything to do with A2. It's already up and running. So it's the best people in the world are here. It's amazing. So thank you, Shane, for telling me something really nice about A2. You're the first one that's done that. All right, so I'm doing okay, Peter. Been doing my social work, practicing them, and I haven't had time for too much else. Finish at the end of April, and then goes again, I guess, in September. So, or he starts in April to September, one or the other. I'm not sure. Oh, he corrects it for me. Thank you, Kenny. You didn't realize, Ken, that I didn't have it straight. Okay. So then start again at in September. All right, so you're off between April and September. Cool beans. Oh, here's a surprise. Wait. I have to wait a minute. Sly, are you going to go live now? 12 o'clock my time? 12 o'clock? So it's 11:30 now. Are you going to go live in 30 minutes? Well, we're going to go another 30 minutes, and then we're all going to go over and bomb Sly together. How's that? You guys know who Sly is. Sly is right here. She's the one that when she comes in, I come over here, and I will grab the mic.
Sly, 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 Sly. All of us love Sly. Wait a minute. Oh, I am on the mic. And there it is. And we've got reverb. And let's turn it on. We got the reverb on. Sly, I sing to you tonight. I'm going to sing you into your brand new show. It's Sly will go live. Yes, Sly will go live. Sly will go live tonight. So, Sly. Sly is the one that got me. If I get this little step stool out of the way, okay, because that's not very becoming, is it? So she says, "What do you need, Peter? Tell me what you need." I said, "I need to pay for Ecamm." And she said, "Okay, do you want me to help you there?" And I said, "Wait, everybody paid for it." "Okay, what do you need?" I said, "I needed a green screen." So she said, "I got just the thing for you." So this is a blue screen because she thinks I look really good in blue, all right? So that's the Sly blue screen. And then when we go to the R6, that's the Randall Sitcam, okay? So we got all of that going on. So don't you guys disappear on me now. You listen? We're going to go at midnight, and we're going to go over to Sly. And you're going to be very sweet because she's scared. This is going to be her first real live stream. Okay, and what time is it going to be? It's going to be 12 o'clock our time. So it's in less than 30 minutes. So she's going to go live at 12. All right, Sly, I want you to go live, okay? And when she goes live, let's see if I can fix this up right now, okay? Just bear with me. I'm not as dumb as I look. Okay, let's go over, let's turn this on. I lost me. There I am. Okay, so let's go over to the desktop. Okay, so I'm going to go to the computer where I can type something. And I'm going to get the computer ready to show her show. And then I will go offline once she has launched. And, okay, I'm sitting at my desk. Okay, so now what do I need to do? I need to come over here, and I need to not go there. I need to go over here, and I need to not go there. Yes, I do need to go here. I need to come over here and go to subscriptions. Okay, all right, so what's in your camera bag? Scheduled for 2/4. That is tonight at 12 a.m. So this is upcoming, and if I click on it, okay, this will be her live stream, okay? So I'm going to keep that ready. I'm going to show it to you when she goes live. All right, so some of you get really expensive cameras for Christmas. What are you carrying them? What are you carrying them in? My very first live stream, be gentle. Show more. Show less, okay? Yes. We're all going to be there to protect you, Sly, okay? Anybody gets nasty, everybody's going to pounce on them, okay? So Sly has a whole freaking team of people. I feel sorry for anybody that does get nasty with her because we're just going to kill them, okay? You are her army for tonight, okay? So she's going live. She's going to mess up. Boy, when I went live, I almost pooped a brick. So we know how things can be. So let me get back in my chair. Come on, go. Okay, here I am. Okay, so, but let's, I want to check and see if the R6 is still running. Did it overheat or are we still on? It's still running. So it doesn't have a fan on it. The other ones do have a little fan blowing on them. So this is the R6. Okay, so at 12, Sly is going to go live, and we're all going to pitter-patter over there. So what do we talk about while we go here? This is when I need Simon, okay? Simon, where are you, buddy? Oh, here's Aaron. Aaron is here. Okay, Aaron, hi, buddy, I'm late. You're really late. I was going to be off 35 minutes ago, but I was kind of hoping, you know, to make it a regular size show, but I just can't seem to do it. So Lewis is talking
While I'm talking and catching up, you guys tell me what you want me to talk about, okay? Make it something that I can talk about. Don't, oh, you're the camera I'm supposed to be looking at. So this is what the R6 Mark II looks like. It's got a LUT. Yep, it's LUTted. We have LUTted this camera. It's C-Log 3, and the difference between this little booger and this little booger is this one's got C-Log 1, where the new R6 Mark II doesn't even offer that. All you get is C-Log 3. So that is why I kind of like the look. It makes the face, I don't want to say softer, it makes it so it's not harsh. It's like everywhere else, I don't know how it does this, the contrast is there. The shirt doesn't look like it's lacking contrast, okay? My hands don't look like they're lacking contrast. The Santa doesn't look, nothing looks like it's lacking contrast, but it looks like it's dealing with the facial tones. And no, there's no skin softening, okay? It's looking like that frequency is like brighter by a little bit. And that is basically almost similar to reducing the contrast, okay? So that is what we've got going on. So let's go back and let's turn that off. It's just housekeeping, don't mind me. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the revolving cameras. It makes the show look more interesting. Okay, so now we turn from a red to black, which means this is now going to revolve, and you can tell right here, the other way, how many seconds before it switches cameras. But that's the secret. Don't tell anybody. It's just between you and me. Okay, so Sly is going to be going on at 11 Central Standard, probably 9 Western Pacific time, okay, 12 o'clock Eastern time. So we're going to go over there and see how embarrassed we can get her. Well, we're not going to have to get her embarrassed. She's going to get embarrassed because something's going to go wrong and she's not going to know what to do. So Sly, you do have my phone number. So even while you're live, honest to God, even while you're live and on the air, have your phone ready. You just call me and I will help you while you're on the air, okay? I'm not going to leave you to sink by yourself, all right? So hopefully it'll just be smooth sailing. So live is going to go, Sly is going to go live. So Aaron is saying, hi, I'm late. And he's saying, hi, buddy. And Carlos, you got your wish. Even sooner than I thought. Your live show would be great. She's going to try it tonight. Randy is clapping. He's clapping. He's clapping for Sly. Me too. Well, wait. I do have an applause button. Let's see if it works on this camera. No, it doesn't. You know why? I know why. It's because it's muted. So let's unmute it. And now that's for Sly. So I'm making a big deal out of it. She's probably getting embarrassed, but I think she's going to be fun to watch, okay? And Lewis says, thank you for everything. Lewis, you're super grateful. That's why God loves you so much. God loves grateful people rather than people that are doing, whatchamacallit, murmuring and complaining. So Carlos says, I'm doing more live streams on Instagram these days. Oh, I use Lula TV platform and bring it in Ecamm to produce everything. So I didn't even know you could do live streams. Oops, on Instagram. So I got a feeling a little lesson's going to be in order. Is it worth it to do it there versus YouTube? What's the point? I think I can go live here and on Instagram at the same time, but I'm not sure. So we'll find out. So that's Carlos. He's live. Our family is just sprouting wings, guys. That's just wonderful. So Woody is editing the basketball photos that he does, and he's joining in, listening to us in the background. Doesn't have to watch. I don't do nothing. Now, if I was going to do the walk of focus, which I'm not, okay, because I'm sitting down. I'm sitting in the chair. I'm sitting on the toilet. Okay. No, I'm not. So Woody is editing. And Sly says, thank you, Peter. But I'm not singing back to you. I'd run everyone. I was hoping you would sing back to me. I didn't even think of that, but that's a good comeback. I'm not singing back to you, Peter. Well, I'll sing into your show, okay? So you understand what I'm going to do, all right? So everybody is not confused, including Sly. All right, she's going to go live. I'm going to still be on the air. So for a few minutes, I'm going to be competing with her. But what I'm going to do with my airtime is put her airtime live on my show. And I'll be urging you guys to move over to Sly's live show. You got it? Okay. And then I will go off the air and we will all be over where Sly is. So I'm kind of trying to funnel all of us into Sly's show because she doesn't have a whole lot of people that's going to come in. So we're going to fix that. You and me. We're going to fix that. Okay? And I've already taught her how to read the like we're doing here, the captions, okay? You can redirect viewers to another channel after your stream ends. It's a feature they added a few months ago. Okay. You want to tell me how to do that, Aaron? I don't know how. So if it's too complicated, then I'm going to actually do it like I had just said. But it's good to know that something like that can happen. Okay. So I just subbed to Sly. That's the computer trying to do editing for us. So he's subbed to Sly. So if you want to know where Sly's channel is and go, sub there now. All right, it's Sly Reader, just like the red. See the red? Thank you, Peter, but I'm not singing back to you. See where it says Sly Reader? See her with a cap on? So you're going to go to your YouTube and you're going to look up Sly Reader, and when you see the girl, the lady, the young lady with the cap, that's her. So you subscribe. Easy as pie. Okay? So I'm not sure. I think it's still up there. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up again real quick. Okay, so this is my desktop. Okay, so now what you're seeing is her YouTube site. So see where it says Sly Reader right here? Sly Reader. See the cap? The lady, the pretty young lady with the cap. That's the title. Okay. She's already got 2 thumbs up. Let's give it another thumbs up. Okay. So that is what we've got going. So at midnight, 12 a.m. So we are what? Almost at 11:45. So in 15 simple minutes, Sly is going to go live. So we've been through what together? We did the camera angle. She's got more than one camera, boys. Okay, sorry to put you guys to shame. She's got more than one camera, but I'm going to let her give you a tour of her setup. So she's got more than one camera going, number one. She's got multiple lights going. We set those up. And she's got a nice background all set up. So yeah, this girl is a champion, okay? So in just 15 short minutes, you're going to see Sly. She's going to be talking to you. She's going to be saying hi. Look, Randy just popped up and said hi. Okay, I could say something here, except I'm not near the computer. So you guys can go over there. You can call this up, Sly Reader, okay? And then you could find where she's saying that she's going to be live, and you can start typing in the comments over here. Be nice. She's a lady. Okay. And Randy's already said hello. See, Randall, he's the very, 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 very first one to leave her a live comment. So that's who we are. That's what we are made of. We are the good guys. Yes, sirree, we are the good guys. So let's come back over here to the Peter. Okay, so I just read Ken's comment. I love you, Ken. Thank you for coming in. Ray says pretty much every social platform enables live streaming. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitch, of course. I believe even Twitter and LinkedIn too. I'm going to have to look into that. Okay, all right. So Randy has actually put it here. YouTube.com/@SlyReader. You see it here, guys? And it's over in your chat box on the right side of the screen. So you can actually click on that or copy and paste and go over there and get it rolling. So all of you guys, okay, we want to bring in a big slew of people where she gets overwhelmed. She's going to go, oh my God, I can't handle this. That's why you use your phone. You call me up and I will talk to you if you get nervous. Or she's going to be like that teenager. I got this. Get away from me. I got this. Get away. But I'm not going to leave her stranded, okay? None of you would. It's not me. Don't think, oh, what a nice guy Peter is. None of you would leave her stranded. And that's why I'm saying you guys need to go over there and usher in her very, very first live stream. So on my very first live stream, I got knocked off the air and I had no clue how to get back on. Okay? So it was like I came back on and I didn't even know that Ecamm had a resume button. But when I came back, I got resumed. The second night, I live streamed. Okay, a few years ago now, because I live streamed for a half a year, every single day. Okay, and before that, even more on the big channel, every single night. That was my contribution to helping people that were very separated and felt, separated because of, what do you call it? The computer virus, the human virus. Lewis says, always grateful. So don't forget, Randy put the link. The link is here. So you can actually, I can't do it, but you can actually click on the link and go there. If you want to see the baton toss, you'll want to be here. When she goes live, I'm going to put her here, but I'm not going to steal her viewers. So I'm just going to bring you guys over there, and then I'm going to go over and join her there, and that'll be the end of this live stream. Okay? So it's kind of like a baton toss of a relay race. Okay. Aaron says, create a live stream, click edit, click customization under redirect. Great, okay. And click add. Choose a premiere or search for another channel, live stream. When your live stream ends, you'll see a confirmation. Okay, I'm going to give that a shot and see what happens. Okay, so Sly says, thanks guys. I'm a little nervous, kind of like going over the rapids. Once you start, there's no going back. Yeah, you could just sit there and you can watch our comments because we're going to be the show, okay? We're going to go over there and we're going to go, oh, Sly, you look so great. You're doing a good job. So by the time you get through all our comments, you could finally start talking about the bags. You're going to get a lot of us over there coming to say hello. So, so it'll say that your viewers are redirected. So I came to say hello, Sly. You don't put that here, okay? Maybe I didn't make it clear enough. You've got to go to Sly's coming up and put your chat in there. Did I make that confusing? Well, Randy's there. Raymond is there. He said, hi, Sly. Hi rhymes with Sly. Okay. Motivated Minds is there. Let's do this. Okay, so where am I seeing that? I'll show you. Come on. Stay with me. I don't want to make it hard. Okay, so now you're looking at Sly's channel. I put it up on my desktop. So see where it says I'm in YouTube right here? YouTube, I have premium, okay? So look up Sly if you don't have it, or click on Randy's link on my thing. It'll bring you here, okay? So you'll get Sly Reader like this, okay? And you can go to where it says videos, you can go to where it says live. So here it's upcoming, okay? So when is it going to be upcoming? There's 6 waiting. It's scheduled for February 4th, which is in 9 minutes, okay, at 12 a.m. So if I actually click on this, it just took me to where the live show is going to be. Okay, now once I'm in here, I can click over here where it says say something, and I'm going to go walk over to the computer since you can't see me right now. I'm walking, not tripping, not tripping. I'm walking to the computer. Okay, I'm at my computer. All right, so this is where the keyboard is. And I am going to type Sly is going live. You can see me typing it if you're looking at hers, not mine. You got to be looking at her channel. Sly is going live. I just can't believe she is breaking the ice for all of us. There you go. Now, when I hit enter, it just popped up. So you see where my mouse is? You could do the same thing, okay? So like I said, you've got Randy made a comment, Raymond made a comment, Motivated Minds made a comment, okay? And I like what Carlos said. Let's do this. That's good. Good motivation, Carlos. So now I'm going to come back to my show, okay? And I am going to go and turn my cameras on. And you will not be able to see Sly anymore. You're going to see an empty chair. Because before I did that, I should have worked my way back to the chair. Now you have to see me walking to the chair. So, out of our own family, we are kicking off a show tonight in 7 minutes. Okay. Okay. Randy says, Mark 9:35. What does that say? I can't look it up right now. Okay. So wait. Carlos says exactly, Ray. The only difference is I'm specifically producing my Ecamm streams for verticals. So every scene is formatted, including shared video clips, overlays, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, so I'm horizontal. That's why it's left to right. You see Sly's blue drape hanging there. Okay, so that's the Sly drape. We're on the Randall cam. Okay, the sit cam. Okay, the Randall is the sit cam. So Lewis says, remember what they say, Peter. Whoever wants to be first must be last, and servant for all. My favorite Bible verse. I have to go find it. Oh, maybe that's Randy looked it up for you already. Thanks, Randy. That was cool. Okay, so that is Mark 9:35, and it says, the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. I'm not reading it. I just happen to know that verse. Okay. So that's probably Mark 9:35. Okay, so Randy says, looks like at Sly Reader claimed her URL. Not that there is many other Sly Readers competing for it, but that's important for new YouTubers to remember to claim their desired URLs before others grab it. So, at PeterGregg, at PeterGregg Live, at Peter's Kitchen, at Raymond Stone, at Randall Brander. They will assign that to you unless there's somebody competing you for it. So you need to grab it before somebody else steals it from you. So now, just like you do in Facebook or at Instagram, you just put the @ sign in their name and it takes you there. So that's something new on YouTube. So we got just a few minutes to go. I wonder if you have to refresh when it comes on or not. We'll find out. So Lewis is thanking Randy. Randy's giving us a thumbs up. All right, boys and girls. We now have, I'll wait till we get to 11:57. And then I'm going to switch over to my desktop. You're still going to hear me, but I'm going to switch over to my desktop. And when I switch over to my desktop, I will be showing you Sly's show. Okay, so let's go over to the R6 Mark II. Let me pull my shirt down. The way I sit, it bunches up. See, I could tell because I have a graph. I have a graph printed on my shirt for me. Okay, so it bunches up and it looks terrible. Okay, so I stand up and fix it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that on the big channel. I'm going to do that in front of you guys because it's safe over here. All right, so we've got 3 minutes left. And how many people we got? We got 13, 15. We just popped. Okay, so you can have, if you got Chrome or Safari, you can have 2 tabs open. And you could actually be watching me and Sly at the same time. Okay, just side by side. But that's up to you and your computer knowledge. Norm, you awake? Did you fall asleep? Norm falls asleep. All right, so this is the R6. And what do we got now? We got, what time is it? I can't see. Let me lean over. 11:57, heading towards 11:58. So this is just the last, okay, so it is 11:58. So this is the last couple of minutes of our live show. And, oh, Lewis made it there. Cool beans. He's saying, hi, Sly. Lewis says, the best ever. Motivated Minds is saying, deep breaths, and try not to get distracted by us. Take your time, and if anything goes wrong, we are going to be okay. So just be okay. And I don't know if I remember to tell you, Sly, if you get knocked off the air, just come back on, and there'll be a resume button there. Don't log off, okay? Just come back in. So let me see what I got me over here. So Randy says, great show as always, Peter. I have 2 monitors at once. Sly is on the 1 monitor. Oh boy, Mr. Gadget, okay? And Sly is on the other one. If you want to see things, the most interesting things in the world, if you're not watching Randall's channel, you're missing out, okay? So he's very sweet to start with. Where am I? Over here. He's very sweet to start with, all right? But he has got gadgets galore. Yeah, no, Randy, I got the bad word list is in her show, okay? It's already installed, so we don't have to worry about the F word, F-bombs, and stuff like that. And we got her covered. Okay. No bad word list and slow mode. Yes. Sly, did you remember to go? Okay, remember what I showed you? Go over and click where you want to see the control room. Okay. And when you click the control room, go to the word edit in YouTube. All right. And when you go to the word edit in YouTube, click on the second choice on your left, okay? Then you're going to scroll down, and you want to go to the slow mode to be on, so that you don't get porn sites, you know, seeing that you're live. Okay, and you can leave it at 60 seconds.
Wow. Hi, everybody.
There we go. Okay,
Welcome.
so Sly has gone live.
From Peter, and yes, he embarrassed me, and it's all good and all, you know.
Had not expected this many people in the room at 11 o'clock. Thank you guys for coming on over. I think
Okay, I'm going to
Peter is
mute her
still
for
going.
one quick second.
Yes, he's still going. I had to mute him.
Yeah, and I have to mute her. Okay, so
But,
she understands what's
so
going
wow,
on.
wow.
Okay,
We
so
got
I'm going to
Randy,
mute her
right?
for a second, and I'm going to come back over here to me. Okay, and I'm going to talk to you. If you're not there, go there now. Leo, go over to Sly. Scroll up until you see Randy's link to where Sly is. And you guys go over to Sly, and I'm ending my show right now. Oh, by the way, Louis, I love you. Bye, everybody. God willing, and the bridge isn't up. We'll see you next Friday.